Every week we in there. You are now tuned into the motherfucking greatest, nigga.
Hey, you and me. Oh, that's me. Shit. Damn, hold on. Back on airplane mode.
As soon as I connect to the roadcaster.
Yeah, connected, bro. Connected. We got goddamn cousin of the podcast, T.G.K. Pockets Empty Crew. If you are a choir member, you recognize his voice from years ago. It don't matter. We done leveled up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, we in there, bro. But it's good to see you. Toast the goddamn health and good life and
we in
life and love.
We leveled up, bro. We in the nosebleeds right now.
Yeah, we in there.
Shit, nosebleeds.
We way up there.
Oh my God! Hey man, hey bro. So if you want to go to the second level, you just hit that sound and go to the second. That's the first.
Which one's your favorite?
So my favorite is this drop for shout out to Kickstrong. We had a sex worker come through here and do a drop.
Is your drip dry? Your shoe game slacking? Go to kicksthrone.com for your exclusive sneaker needs.
Oh my God.
That's KICKZ Throne. One word. Kicksthrone.com.
Wow.
That's how we, man. We in there, bro. That's
that put shoes on a different.
That put shoes. Yeah.
You know
hey man, shoes sexy now though. Hey, when you get somebody who got an OnlyFans page to come try out some shoes, yeah, shoes wet as fuck.
When you used to think like, damn, it's 150, but now it's like
it's just 150. Hey, 220 don't sound that bad when it's a sexy woman telling you go buy them shoes, man.
And if you get that vaccine discount,
oh man, you get that vaccine. Hey, when you go to Kickstrongs, tell them Acquiring Us sent you. You ain't gonna get no money off, but just Acquiring Us.
You get a
T.G.K sent you too.
Yeah. You get $3 off your T-shirt. It's cool. We got you.
He might cut off a little tax, but that's a little backdoor deal. You ain't getting no extra shit. But it's just Acquiring Us sent me a kick. Is your drip
just
dry?
Say it. Just say that shit.
When you go to Kickstrong, say, is your drip dry?
But if you say it,
you ever seen somebody with a dry drip?
Yes.
Yeah.
Humidify.
What was the boy name who we was talking to? What was his name who we was talking to?
Joshua Henderson.
Nigga, Joshua Henderson drip was dry as fuck.
But you know what's funny though? Nigga be jacking off to that drop, and that's my old lady. Hey man, my old lady is a 900 worker. You ever need somebody who needs to talk to you sexy?
Why are you working still? You could just do that shit.
Hey, you remember them 900 numbers when you was little? Like, are you lonely? Call 1-900 titties. And I called it. My mom was like, "What the fuck is this 900
number?" It was alright if it was an 800 number, but a 900 number.
It's a tutor. I need some help with my math.
You said tutor?
Yeah, she always came on after.
After USA, up all night. Y'all remember USA?
Shit, I might pull the USA tonight. What are you talking about?
If you got titties, bro, titties will always get you through. Titties, you can get a job if you got titties. You can keep a job if you got titties. I don't care if you work at Kinko's, nigga. We're gonna start a strip club and call it Kinko's.
Imagine
nigga.
that. Imagine that.
Oh, nigga, that's my mind is wandering.
You need 150 page count. I got you. Like, damn, imagine that.
Okay, so you ever been on OnlyFans?
Thankfully, I can say no.
Okay.
I haven't.
What happened on there?
What about you, my brother?
I would love to, but I just don't believe in spending money.
Okay. Me neither. But see, the thing about OnlyFans, it was a chick. Okay, shout out to Bad Kitty.
Who?
Bad Kitty.
Bad Kitty.
Bad Kitty is one of my favorite. Like she's a porn star, but she's like amateur. She had an OnlyFans.
Shout out to the amateur.
Shout out to Bad Kitty. But her OnlyFans was like $6 a month.
Oh shit!
I was like, okay, man, maybe it ain't that bad.
Not bad.
Yeah, it ain't that bad. But it's like okay. But as a married man, what card can I put this on? That's the conundrum that you deal with.
PayPal.
Yeah, because you don't want your old lady to see that goddamn that pay summary and they say titties. Yeah, that's Bad Kitty, bro. She hey man,
Hey, this is the analytics department. And we were on
the research department pouring up bad kids.
We got a skeleton crew right now.
How do I get back to the page 1?
Yeah, you on it?
I'm on it.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. Go back to page 1. There you go. Page 1.
Perfect.
Yep.
Oh my God!
But it's but you support your sex workers because they living. They just trying to out here live.
Ain't shit wrong with sex workers.
They don't have to pay. It ain't no PTO for sex workers,
especially amateur ones.
Yeah. OnlyFans don't have no sick pay.
Yeah.
You ever seen somebody try to suck dick and you can tell they got a little cold? It make it a little better, but it's
throat warmer. Look at that warm throat. She got some. She got no benefits. She got. I know she's sucking the
she's sucking
soul out that nigga. Look, she got some NyQuil on her dress.
You can tell she Hispanic because she got a little Vic salve on her chest. Her chest. You're like, oh, that nigga done came everywhere. Oh, that's Vic salve.
Who's in network on that?
Yeah, bro. You got
to go out of network for that.
You got to go out of network. Yeah,
so.
It costs a lot. Hey, man,
Yeah.
but
nigga said Vic salve.
Support as many sex workers as you can, but. Yeah, bro. It was so she had a nice little page running. I looked at it and it was like $4. I was like, hey, man, that's what $40 a year. What is that like? That's like a couple pairs of socks and some face cream. Pause. Face cream. Pause on face cream. That's matter of fact. That's a good book. And some liquor.
$4 is not a good book.
No, I'm saying 48 for the year.
40.
What is 48 that you might replace with OnlyFans? $48. $48.
It's an odd number.
I know, but it's
$48
for the year.
It was a time.
Right.
It was a man. He was born with money. Spent $48.
Not West Monroe.
Not his face. Great again, cups.
That's a Puerto Rican shotgun.
This is.
You can't do that on this podcast.
Hey, look, this is.
We got a Johnny Taylor pumpkin.
And Make America Great Again. I'm gonna put that shit right there so they can see that shit.
Hey, shout out to the Blumpkins, dog.
Shout out to the Blumpkins. This is an awesome Blumpkin, bro. Shout out, hey.
Hey, man, if you need to paint somebody on your pumpkin, who else better than Johnny Taylor? These last $2, I'm running out of lies. Goddamn, they call her. This is back in the day when your side nigga was called Jody.
You know why they call that nigga Jody?
Tell me about it.
I don't know. I'm asking.
Yo, everybody was called Jody back then.
Everybody was Jody back then.
Was it?
I was jealous of Jody.
Oh,
was
shit.
it because of the army shit?
I wanted to be a Jody.
You wanted to be Jody?
Yeah, I wanted to be a Jody.
You would have been like Yodi. You got the J is silent.
Yoshi. That would have been Yoshi.
The Hispanic
man,
J
shout
is silent,
out to
Yoshi.
Shout out to the Blumpkin.
The Blumpkin patch.
Yeah, the Blumpkin patch. If you want to buy black-owned pumpkins, you got to get a Johnny Taylor pumpkin. You have to. You can't start out a Blumpkin patch without a Johnny Taylor Blumpkin. You got to be a Johnny Taylor Blumpkin.
We're going to have a whole line of black pumpkins. We're going to have what?
Who next? Because we talk about a pumpkin with a boosted fade.
Oh.
Big Meech.
Big Meech pumpkin. A Jeezy Blumpkin.
Oh, Jeezy. Little Boosie. We already did Boosie. We got to do Webby.
Nah, but okay. So what about the women? What type of Blumpkin can we do for women? Who we going to do? Anita Baker Blumpkin.
Oh, I might be out of touch.
Nigga don't know who Anita Baker is.
Who is a Blumpkin?
Blumpkin is a black pumpkin.
A black-owned pumpkin.
Yeah. So we start.
Okay.
We were talking about a black-owned pumpkin patches.
He said I'm out of touch. Hey, bro, at least
I'm being honest.
Hey, you honest, dog. Hey, that's all we can ask for.
I don't want to be on the podcast now like I know what the fuck you're talking about.
All we ask is trust. It's a secret society,
a secret society, hey man. That's it.
But
on the pumpkin spice vaccine episode, we were talking about
hold on,
black-owned pumpkins.
So I just got this straight from the horse's mouth. Originally, Jody Joe the Grinder.
But I don't think that's Black history though. Cause remember,
and blues singers used to croon about him.
Yeah. Oh, Jody. So, cause all the side niggas was named Jody. That was the name for a side nigga was Jody.
That nigga would.
Jody was dropping dick off while you was at the paper mill.
He hold on, this shit even better. Cuckolds, prisoners, and soldiers.
That's
by stealing their wives and girlfriends. See, I knew it was some shit about it. Including it.
You think so?
Well,
but Jody was a cool nigga.
Jody Breeze?
No. Listen to like old like Johnny Taylor, Marvin Cease. Marvin Cease was historically known for being named Jody. But Jody was a nigga who took your wife while you was at work.
Yeah.
So he's like, so
or a war.
Marvin Cease had this famous song where a dude called him was like, he was basically like, hey man, I got this sweet little young thing that I'm taking care of. I paid that car that she drives, I paid for. Those clothes that she wearing, I paid for. But she giving that shit to you. Please tell me what are you doing that I ain't doing so I can know I need to do that. He called a nigga name and he was like, hey man, I'm her Jody.
You remember watching Dead Presidents?
Yeah, of course.
Remember when he pulled up in the car with Juanita?
Right.
And Cuddy was in the car?
Cuddy was in the car. Hey, Cuddy was one of the coldest niggas ever.
Cuddy told that nigga, he was like, hey, you like how she sucking your dick? She wasn't doing that shit before you went to the army.
Hey, this Cuddy said, bring her home the groceries.
Bring her home the groceries. Say it in his voice.
I remember when I was married.
Make you feel like a real man.
I used to bring home the groceries. Made me feel like a man. Made me feel real good. But you home now, Santa Claus. Now step back. I ain't gonna lie. I got a lot of love for Juanita. But you home now, Santa Claus.
He called it fam. He called fam Santa Claus because he had that hat on.
Yeah, and he was like, stay the fuck away from my family. He was like, but now, before he said that, he was like, if you ever need some money, just call me. I'll front you, Santa Claus. He was like, stay the fuck away from my family. He's like, what you say to me? You heard me, nigga. Stay the fuck away from my family. I don't need no problem, Santa Claus.
I don't want no problem, Santa Claus.
I don't need no problem, Santa Claus. And hit that nigga with the pinky ring. When the nigga punch you like this, and you fly down the stairs, and he cocked that gun.
And he put that shit in his mouth, and he said, suck it, nigga. But that nigga was the same nigga. He was Pinky. He was Cuddy.
Yeah, Pinky was Cuddy.
He was the same shit. The same shit he did in fucking Friday out of the net.
Hey man, when he saw, but that's my favorite part though. When he saw him walking up the stairs with
paper sacks.
He walking out the house because he just dropped some money out.
But he had paper sacks,
and he was like, "Bring her home the groceries."
Man, that's.
Are we still talking about Jody?
No, we're talking about their president, but it's still the same, bro.
Oh, okay.
And then say, "Hey man, bring her home the groceries." I used to love to bring home the groceries.
Do I got it wrong when I think of Jody? I think of Baby Boy.
Baby Boy.
Is that the same shit? Or I got it wrong?
You kind of got it wrong, but it's
but Jody and Baby Boy was like the early 2000s. He had transformed into a simp.
So he was ahead of his time.
Yeah, he don't get enough credit.
Jody
wasn't
shit,
but he don't get enough credit because he was
fuck credit.
He was
Snoop Dogg, bro.
He was the first nigga who.
Hey, get your old ass out that crib, bro.
Hey,
you old as fuck, bro.
Hey, who hurt you?
Your mama 17 years older than me.
Hey, who hurt you?
Get your old ass out that crib, dog.
Who hurt you?
What's this?
Jody.
Chick 1 2 1 2.
No, I'm just saying, bro. Baby boy, like that nigga was. And they got jumped by some little niggas, dog. And they got a
some
bike
little
too.
niggas. You gotta say it like he said it though.
Hey man, get your old ass out of there.
Hey,
bro.
jump that shit up.
Baby Boy in the classic.
It's classic, but it come on too much.
It come on too much in your life because that shit.
I haven't seen it.
That shit dare not come on too much in my life, nigga. I don't know what that shit come on too much at.
And where?
Yeah, what?
And all that shit to the head.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't fuck this buzz in a minute.
Oh, big buzz over here, dog. We buzzards.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what is. Like, what is?
No, you got.
Okay, I like that.
So, you hit all them buzzards. As a matter of fact, if you want to get some more, you just hit that sound button.
Hey,
sound button.
Take it to
Oh, I like that.
Fuck it. Hey,
no, go to the sound, but go to that second page.
Second page.
Now,
You shut your lying nigga lips up.
Oh shit!
Hey, don't. Hey,
Shut your line.
Hey, don't push that shit too much because our listeners, they don't. Hey, when we was talking about empathy,
No, I'll stay away from that one.
Brother's starving. Yeah, Bob Rich.
starving.
Yeah, look it. I ain't never coming home no more. Take it easy.
But if you eat pussy good, the pussy and the booty is like
They're connected.
They stay in like a
duplex. Pussy and booty is in a that shit is a duplex. The walls thin.
The booty pay the pussy rent.
Hey, whatever you hear over here, you can hear over here, dog.
It's separated by a little rice paper. That's it, bro.
That's all.
There.
It's all, bro.
You a little booty, man. It's clean, bro. It's
shit alright, bro.
Even if it ain't clean, I hate menudo. It's fine. It's fine. I've eaten pig feet before. You mean what's worse, pig feet or human
Nigga
ass?
said I ate menudo.
Yeah, pig feet or a woman's ass. It's the same thing, bro. Just eat it, man.
Pickled
Yeah.
pig feet.
It's worse than woman's
For
ass.
those that haven't, that should be encouraging.
Yeah.
I've never eaten pickled pig feet.
Just eat it, bro.
In my life.
It's good, man.
You know, I asked like my close friends. They're younger than me. A lot of my friends are younger than me for some reason. Because my nephew is younger than me. And I asked him, so
hopefully,
what does pussy taste like?
He asked you what pussy tastes like?
No, I asked him.
Okay.
You know what they said?
What's that?
rice-a-roni. San Francisco treat. Wait, what the fuck is that?
It's San Francisco treat.
It's shaking bacon. I help. What the fuck? What does it taste like?
The same as can be beat.
What does it taste like? What they say it tastes like, dog?
Man, I had an assortment of answers.
Okay.
But the main one that I got was chicken.
Pussy taste like chicken?
Everything tastes like chicken.
But not like...
But does chicken taste like pussy?
Pussy really tastes like a really seasoned
turkey.
Yeah.
Turkey.
You know what I think pussy tastes like?
What does it taste like?
Pupusas.
Which version of
I know,
pupusas?
but I eat a different type of pussy. So it's
Pusole.
Yeah, pupusas.
Chicken or beef?
I also think
ain't none of this shit really got taste, bro. Niggas just be adding that shit in. It's just like, hey man, when I say I fuck the shit out of her, that shit was like a lot. You ain't fuck the shit out of her.
You just made me think of the perfect good pussy has its own gravy. Good pussy make its own salt.
Gumbo.
Yeah. So you ain't got to worry about it.
But you don't really know what you're doing till you got a beard.
That's true.
When you got a beard, that's when you know. When you come up,
please explain.
When you come up, and you lay down like that.
Your beard be on your neck.
Yeah,
like a moisturizer.
Yeah,
like a serum.
To the game.
Are you married?
No.
Hey man, give me the headphones. It's gonna be a podcast full of Inception.
It's just pussy is wonderful, bro. It tastes like whatever. Pussy is like
funnel cakes.
It tastes like whatever seasoning you put it in.
It tastes like the last thing you ate.
The last thing
so
you
it
ate.
tastes like the Texas State Fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
You went to the state fair?
In my younger years, yes.
Are you going this year?
No.
What's the worst thing you ate at the Texas State Fair? Because a lot of niggas who watch our podcast don't know about the Texas State. Everything is fried, and it's a competition.
Man, if I say anything tastes bad, I'm going to get slandered.
No, go ahead. We don't worry about that.
Yeah.
She knows.
Slander, schmander. We in there.
Go ahead.
There's acquiring us.
All right.
What's the most overhyped shit at the State Fair?
The fucking Nathan corn dogs or whatever they call it. Like,
bro, okay.
But the ones that's like this long?
No, let's relax.
Like, I can go to Walmart and get a fucking 16-piece corn dog.
The one that's like this long?
Yeah.
You gotta stop eating them, dog.
Nathan's are pretty fucking good.
Bro,
New York.
Y'all
New
gotta
York,
stop
they
eating
hit
that
different.
shit. New York.
I've gone to New York.
My man well traveled. He wherever WrestleMania is at.
That's where you gonna be.
Niggas there, dog.
I know y'all from Louisiana, but I had a horrible time in New Orleans. I'm sorry.
You did?
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
All right,
talk your shit, bro.
No, it's cool.
This is an open phone.
It's cool. You go with us next time. We'll show you a real good time.
That's a good point. No, I need to go with y'all next time for sure. Because
we got who got this nigga control?
I don't know. Niggas gonna be complaining.
Like, why y'all bring this dude T.G.K in here? Like, this is all he wants to do.
Talk your shit, bro. It's fun as fuck, dog.
Yeah, no,
it really is.
You got the Metal Gear sound effect.
That's the best one. I'm gonna take it to sound too, where you get your goddamn.
You shut your lying nigga lips up.
Nigga lips up.
Hey, tell them one more time. You ain't have fun in New Orleans?
You shut your lying nigga lips up.
Okay.
Is that controversial to say that I ain't have
fun? No, man, it's a quietness.
Hey, man, say it, bro.
Am I not alone in that, or am I
it's a quietness, bro? We don't.
Right, nothing's.
We've already established that words don't mean shit.
Yeah, Okay, you went to New Orleans.
I went to New Orleans.
You got a pocket on your right side, left side. Boom.
All right, this is for WrestleMania. What fucking WrestleMania?
Did she have a liquor license?
Everything had a liquor license.
Lick her license.
Shit.
Was she a dyke? Was she a lesbian?
I don't fucking know.
I went with a crew.
You went with a crew?
For WrestleMania.
You went with a crew for WrestleMania?
Yes.
You lying, disloyal, fool ass punk. You think you can do this shit to me, Jay? Huh? No, I'm sorry, bro. You be doing that shit.
But the most important thing is a Los Angeles police officer has been survived by his wife and infant child. Oh, it gets deeper.
Deeper. That nigga
Pass me the bitch.
That nigga said, hey, Jake, you know what they give? You know what? You gonna shoot me in the back? Huh? You know what they give people who shoot police officers in the back? The gas chamber. You know what the gas chamber smells like? Pine oil.
Pine oil.
You want to go to pine oil? You going to pine oil heaven, son.
Pine oil heaven.
Whole lot of fucking training day going on right now. But go ahead. Went to New Orleans.
I went to WrestleMania I went to WrestleMania. I went to New Orleans for WrestleMania in the Superdome.
What year was this?
Fuck, this was the year after Dallas. So Dallas was what, 20? It was, I think,
2011. Dallas
I think that was 2015. I think New Orleans was 2016.
What you mean by Dallas? Like the
Dallas WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The Dallas WrestleMania. Gotcha.
It was somewhere between 2016 and 2017.
Gotcha.
So I go over there, right? We stay in this building right next to another building behind the park.
That's what you fucked up at.
I'm in downtown New Orleans.
What's downtown New Orleans? What was the street?
All right, it was about like 3 blocks from Superdome. That's how close I was to Superdome.
Yeah, gotcha.
No,
you good.
Oh, okay.
I just want to see the time.
So I'm close to Superdome, WrestleMania. I'm like, all right, fuck, we're gonna have a good time in New Orleans. First night we go out to what's the shit called? Bourbon Street.
Bourbon Street.
Right?
Don't call that shit some shit, but go ahead.
Oh, my bad. French Street, Bourbon Street,
Bourbon Street.
Bourbon Street. All right.
Bourbon Street. You just said call that shit some shit. That shit is the holiest of
all right, I don't mean disrespect. No disrespect. So I go on this street, right?
And we gotta get you one of these for your birthday.
Bro.
He gonna be in his house fucking like me. Get you one of them hoes.
It's just like, it's dope. Anyway, so I'm on Bourbon Street. And anyone that's been down there, you probably know how it smells like piss. Right?
Yeah.
You'll fuck your shoes up.
It's a WrestleMania crowd, so it's fucking lit. I'm having a great time. Great time.
I can imagine. Bourbon on WrestleMania crowd.
Y'all niggas ain't go there yet. It was, oh my God.
Great fucking time. Yeah. My only issue, and this is literally the only issue. My only problem, because I'm a fat ass, right? I couldn't find anywhere to eat. Once it got to a certain time at night, I couldn't find anywhere to eat.
So that means like,
let me tell you,
try to go eat, but they won't let you in there.
I had to go.
Let me tell you what you
fucked up. Before you
go ahead.
I fucked up.
Right? Yeah, you did.
Automatically fucked up, right? You telling me because I don't know.
I'm telling you right now.
But what I did is I had to find a kitchen.
He thought he was about to sit down.
That was open at 3 a.m.
Oh, yeah, that's where you fucked up.
3 a.m., right? That's when I started looking for food.
Gotcha.
3 a.m. I had to go to a bar, go to the back of the bar to find the kitchen.
You see how we feel?
That offers food.
See how niggas feel?
Now,
they gotta go to the back of the
bar. I'm coming from Dallas, right?
Right.
Well, Dallas, every fucking corner I got a McDonald's, I got Jack in the Box, all that shit. Like, I just want something quick to eat.
It's nothing like that.
I had to go to the back of a fucking club.
Popeyes?
I couldn't find it. I'm in downtown New Orleans.
Have you even
the French Quarter wasn't open?
Have you ate at Popeyes?
See, okay,
of course.
So
yeah,
that's
I made a video on Popeyes.
Your fuck up was being in downtown Dallas and downtown New Orleans, not the French Quarters.
Okay,
downtown New Orleans is different.
Okay,
French Quarter don't have rules or laws.
Okay,
you can go get whatever you want at whatever time.
New Orleans don't
have laws. But if you go downtown New Orleans, it has a little more laws than it does in the French Quarter. Because French Quarter, I can get a pizza, some gumbo, and some jambalaya, and be set. And might get a fat bitch to pour me a shot. But in downtown, that's where the laws apply. Yeah,
this nigga was in Kenner.
Yeah. He wasn't in the French Quarter.
So check me out. You can't do that shit. So first, when you go, let me
put me on game, bro.
So before, when you go to New Orleans, bro. Okay. If you want to eat, go ahead and eat at fucking 5, 6 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? 7 o'clock.
During the evening. Okay.
Like normal people.
Okay.
All right. So when you get on bourbon and you out there partying, it ain't nothing but liquor, bro. You don't want to do shit but drink hand grenades and eat cheese pizza. That's all you do. Fuck all of that other shit. All the other shit that look like people see, they see it on TV. Hey, go eat the cheese. Find the places with the hand grenades, not the fucking frozen shits. Get the ones that's on the rocks. That's gonna fuck you up. Right. Get you 2 of them. Don't get you one at a time. Don't be a fucking pussy. Get
don't
2.
Be a bitch. Don't be a bitch. Exactly. And bourbon.
Hold on. Get you 2 of them. Get you 2 hand grenades, right? Drink them shits. You gotta eat at like 6 or 7 though. Okay. Everything after that, once you get on Bourbon Street, is snacks, bro. It's only to soak up the liquor. So you gotta get your cheese and I know you probably seen plenty of restaurants with like the cheese pizza, the pizza places, the pizza restaurant with the fucking hurricanes and all of that daiquiris and shit. That's what you want to do when you on bourbon. You want to eat at like 6 or 7 if you in New Orleans. When you get on bourbon, you don't want to do shit but drink liquor and eat pizza to soak that shit up.
All right. So that's why I fucked up. Because once I got off bourbon,
or you can wait till later on. Take your ass to Cafe home
and get you some beignets.
Get you some good
beignets. Soak that liquor.
Oh, I'm glad you brought up beignets. Right, the world famous
beignets.
So that sounds. I feel like some disrespect
some hate about to come out of here.
All right, no, not at all, not at all. The highlight of my trip. It wasn't even WrestleMania because it ended on a fucking dud. Yeah. But the highlight of my trip is when I went to the world famous beignets.
Right? Cafe du Monde.
Right. Yeah. I went there. I'm on the side, right? Everybody's in the big ass. Right. Some dude comes out on the side, and I'm just chatting it up with him. He's like, "Yo, I'm a local rapper and this and that. We just chopping it up and shit." And we created a cool, quick bond. Right. He's like, "I'm gonna go run inside. How much you want?" I was like, "Shit, I'll take whatever, bro."
Yeah, a dozen, half dozen, whatever you got.
He was like, "You want a dozen?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll take a fucking dozen." Right. But we hit it off long story short. Yeah, dope. Right. He comes back out, give me a fucking dozen. I'm like, "Man, here, take this 20, bro." Right. He's like, "No, you good." I was like, "No, just take
the 20 for your troubles."
Right. He's like, "No, you good." He's like, "You from Dallas? When I come back in Dallas, we'll link up."
Show me love. I'll show you. Right.
Show me love.
Never came through, but if you are watching this come through, we'll link up.
It's all love.
I can monetize now. We can do some shit. Anyway.
Remember his name?
Joshua Henderson.
Hey, alright, bro. Hey, that nigga sounded like that sound bite. It sounded just like me and you because I was. Hey, the nigga sounded like, alright, bro, go on before we start roasting your ass out.
Get on your ass. So I got So
he goes in there. He brings me back a dozen, and you know me, I just love being petty sometimes.
Yeah.
I take that dozen, that big old bag of dozen. Right. And I go to my friends who are still in line. Right. I was in front of them.
Yeah.
It made my fucking trip.
Yeah.
1 dozen of
how do you do that?
1 dozen of hot beignets.
So let's go ahead and transfer to the Chappelle closer. Will you watch the Chappelle?
I have not. So I saw bits. I saw the baby part. I saw the baby part. That's about it. Though.
Bits and pieces.
Okay. That nigga said that was the baby punched the fucking gay community in the 80s.
Right.
That shit was fucking crazy.
I watched it. So okay. First time I watched it, I was high. So I went put a little weed in my smoker, in my one hitter. Hit it a few times.
That's one.
I put some weed in my.
Two.
No, 3 you out of here.
It high.
Yeah, 3 you out of here.
One.
Yeah.
All right.
It should high.
You stuck to your
After COVID, you get.
No, you had this rule before COVID.
Yeah, before COVID. So 1 cough, but you had that's what it was. It was a clear your throat. Two throat clears. That's 1 cough.
How many? What is a sneeze though?
No, you got 1 sneeze. You got 3 incidents. A cough and a sneeze and an incident separate. But a throat clear, I give you 2 of them. That shit that you fucking inhaling. Yeah, no.
Niggas. One of the niggas be doing that shit. They do that shit. They be that shit.
Hey, you got 2 times. Hey, bro, you got 2 times to be fucking clean. Goddamn.
I don't like how you doing that shit.
Nigga be doing that shit. You can't do this shit during COVID.
With the ear. Hey, what that do? What that shit do? What that shit? That shit like. I ain't gonna lie. That shit good as fuck. That shit scratch right here.
Yeah. I mean, when you try and scratch it, your ear itching. You can't do that shit during COVID, dog. That shit out of here. So during COVID, you got 2 throat clears is a cough. You get 3 coughs. 3 coughs. 2 throat clears equal 1 cough. Mm-hmm. So you get 6 throat clears total. If you only doing throat clears, you get 6 of them. You gotta get out of here. But if you're doing 2 throat clears, is 1 cough. I give you 2 coughs, and a throat clear. You gotta get out of here. I don't give a shit who you are.
Does it depend on variants?
Now, if you okay, that's a good question because you gotta.
I don't like the way y'all doing this shit. You
can't do that shit because you got niggas who do that. You got this
Doritos,
right?
Them Doritos hit you.
A Dorito get caught in your throat. You get. I give you that. That's fine, but nigga. Hey, get your stupid ass out of here with that shit.
When niggas hit that, I hate when niggas try to get that shit from deep. Don't do that shit, bro. Don't do that shit from deep. Hey, but if y'all ain't know, I just pulled up shots. Let's go to it. Hey,
fuck.
Oh, up to it, down to it. We do it because we used to. No, hold on. Y'all fucking up.
I'm fucking up.
Up to it, down to it. We do it because we used to it. Y'all do it because you're new to it. So let's get fucked up.
Drink, motherfucker, drink. There we go.
I learned that shit in the white.
I'll get shoot that shit. I'm not doing this.
Come on, bro. You at home. We driving.
I'm not doing this.
Yeah, I gotta drive the plug.
I ain't took my CMOS today.
Fam ain't even. You supposed to be part Hispanic.
I ain't took no CMOS today.
I might have to Uber.
What's your pops? Your pops what?
I don't fucking know, man.
He not black all the way. Then show me.
He ain't black, but he ain't white. I think
show me your picture of your pops.
I'd rather shoot this and show you a picture.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, dude. Hey, you know what's some funny shit?
We can talk about it.
Hey, you and Rob had y'all pops picture on y'all arm.
Right. I got what was my photo? My dad right here.
Go. Is that in the camera?
I don't fucking know. It's in there.
Tell me if it's in the camera.
Right.
You remember Pavarotti?
So this a fucked up thing.
I think that's how we.
Nigga right here.
You remember the singer Pavarotti?
Yeah, the opera singer.
Yeah. I think that's how we got cool. You had showed me your tattoo, and I was like, man, nigga got Pavarotti on his arm.
So this is,
and then you was like, man, that's my daddy.
So,
hey, we was born to be friends, dog.
He was called Saddam Hussein at one point. Like, hey, damn, you got Saddam Hussein tattoo on your arm. Like, I mean, that's the fucked thing about Pop. They call my dad Saddam Hussein. The fucking thing about Pops died the day after Christmas, 1999. December 26, 1999 is when my Pops died.
Damn.
And I was supposed to go see him before Christmas. Mm-hmm. And that shit, it fucked me up. Mm-hmm. Fucked me up, dog. So it's just like, hey, man, you don't know when you getting out of here until you got it.
You don't. Take your shot.
You don't fucking know.
You took your shot? Take your shot.
Yeah, man. I took it, but I ain't took it.
Nah, drink that shit, dog. Because you don't know when you getting out of here. This could be our last podcast.
This could be.
I think my kids will,
but it won't be.
I think my kids won't. Fuck it, bro.
Just take the shot.
Your kids what?
Just take the shot, man.
Fuck them kids, cuz. That nigga got hair twisted up. Man, you better drink that shit. Pull your skirt down, B.
Okay, so this is the thing.
Where we went from?
Yeah, where we at? Where we going?
I don't know.
What were we talking about?
Did I finish the New Orleans story? It don't matter.
Chappelle.
Oh, Chappelle.
So
Chappelle. What y'all think? What you think about the Chappelle?
That shit was really. I don't want to call that shit brilliant.
Yeah.
But it was brilliant because like
shit.
It's one of them things where people when comedians are comedians, you gotta let comedians be comedians.
Yeah.
And that shit was layered. That shit started from like a new like the shit was okay. The shit started from like the top layer of like disrespect of the
pause. So Chappelle has always pushed the envelope.
He a tactician.
He is a envelope pusher.
But the habitual
when it comes to Chappelle's show.
But it's a thing about it. If you say he
gonna turn to that.
That shit was a whole. If you watch that shit, it was an entire story about what he really is versus what y'all think he is.
What y'all think he is.
Like, you don't know me. Go watch that shit again, bro. And I was just
I watched it 3 times. I watched it once high and twice sober.
So the first time you watched it, you just thought that nigga was just ragging on.
So the first time I watched it, I was high. It took me 4 hours because after every punchline, I did comedy for 3 years.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Yeah.
It took me 4 hours to finish it because after every punchline, I would pause it and talk to myself.
When fam was talking about, this was the funniest shit to me. It wasn't the funniest shit. Go ahead.
But
what'd you tell yourself?
Well, a lot. We'll get to that. But it's some people are offended. I think the people who should be most offended, horrified and offended. The people who should be most offended. Martin Luther King family.
Oh shit! For real?
Hey man, he was in there by Martin Luther King. But my favorite joke, which is what made me as a comedian, as a comedian / student of comedy, when you have a joke about beating up a lesbian that gets a applause break. You are a fucking genius.
No,
when you use the phrase, I tenderize them titties like chicken cutlets.
That shit killed me.
And people stand up and laugh. Bro.
Hey, that shit.
This is a joke about literally beating up a woman who's a stud.
Yeah.
And you say, "Oh, I tenderize them titties like chicken cutlets."
He said it was clear that she had boxed before.
He said, "Oh, I beat the toxic masculinity out of this bitch."
I beat the toxic masculinity out of this bitch.
You have to bow down and say, "Hey man, this is way above my feelings."
One of my favorite jokes of that shit when he was talking about, he said, I was in fucking North Carolina. He was like, they passed a law in North Carolina. When you go to the bathroom, whatever you were born as, that's what you identify as when you go to the restroom, right? In public. That nigga said, but he had a joke earlier about, he was like, we gotta free the baby. Because the baby said some shit. And I was like, soon as he said it, I was like, oh shit. He punched the gays in the fucking AIDS.
He punched the gays right in the AIDS.
That shit was crazy. But
so after that, he had punched the gays in the AIDS. He had Space Jews. He had Space Jews. So Space Jews is basically, he had a dream that he was at home. He got COVID. He was watching the internet. He was watching YouTube. He was seeing all of the fucking UFOs that was landing. And he was like, hey,
I had this awesome idea for a movie where the aliens were actually
from Earth.
They were from Earth. Their home place was from Earth. They went
and they
out,
left and did interstellar.
Yeah, but it didn't work out for them. They came back home.
To Earth. Like, this is ours.
Yeah, this is our shit. And I call that shit space juice.
Space juice. Genius.
Hilarious.
No matter how you feel about whatever, you have to recognize the genius behind it.
Fam, when he said that shit about going to North Carolina and you go to the bathroom and it's whatever you are on your birth certificate.
The trans woman who was born a man.
Man, you have to go to the men's restroom.
And she started peeing out her butt.
And that nigga said, I have to go into the same bathroom in Walmart where the baby killed the nigga. Now that shit was fucking hilarious. Now, he ties all that shit together, bro.
So this is what I took from it.
That shit a good book.
And bartender, you can walk through it with me. What I took from it was, so y'all familiar with intersectionality. Intersectionality is intersection. So in a present intersectionality.
Okay.
So this is an intersection. This is an intersection. As I'm black, right? Okay. And I'm gay.
Okay.
It's Keystone.
You have the black issue and a gay issue eventually gonna come right here. That's the intersection. Okay. So now if I have my black issue, which is racism, and I have my gay issue, which is homophobia, eventually that intersection is going to turn into a black homophobia to where I have to choose a side, right? Or you have a woman who's black, right? So I have my feminist issue and I have my racial issue, and I keep
intersect.
They go intersect.
But hold on. When you get to that, it was so genius that he was like, he got into it with a gay dude.
Right.
And the dude was like, he was white. It was a white gay dude.
A white gay dude, right.
The white gay dude, him, they got into it. He called the police. Because it was like, I ain't gay no more. I'm white.
Right. So there's the thing.
That shit was fucking genius,
as a white gay, so his first question was, do you believe that gay people can be racist? And everybody was like, of course, yeah. So there's the intersectionality that he's dealing with, because you have white gays, because my wife hit me to some shit that was like, when a trans black woman walks into a gay bar, the gay bars normally kick the trans woman out because they like, hey, you too much of a freak. But she's like, damn, I'm with y'all. But they like, nah, you're not with us. Right. So you have white and racism and gay, and eventually they intersect. Right. So Chappelle's whole thing to me was his battle of when he was like, I'm not even talking to y'all. I'm talking to white people. But y'all keep
racist white people.
I'm talking to racist white people.
In
every intersection. But y'all not listening is what he was saying.
You know what that shit was like? Watching a nigga sign. It was like watching a nigga like with a Rubik's Cube solve that motherfucker in front of you.
It was beautiful. So this is where my favorite intersectionality comes with. It's black issues with racism, Hispanic issues with immigrants. And then we going, and then we meet. So now you have black immigrants, right? So if anybody watched the podcast before, my favorite thing is like Asada Shakur had this phrase that she said that any win against any form of oppression is a win for black people, because we have a token, we have an invested interest in everything, because it all comes back to black. So when black people were looking at the Mexican, Hispanic, Central American babies, like, that is not a problem. The immigrants. So now, hey man, that ain't not a problem. That's Mexican people problem. Y'all deal with that. So now the problem is Haitians. At that same border that was trying to be crossed by Central Americans and Mexicans, now that same border is trying to be crossed by Haitians. So now it's our problem. So I was always trying to tell people, like, it's all our problem,
bro.
And that's what intersectionality meets. And so that's when we talk about empathy. That's empathy for me is like immigrants women, gays, it's black gays, it's black immigrants, it's black midgets, it's black fucking, I don't give a fuck what type of oppression that you trying to talk, is black included. So we should, I feel like we should all be in it.
Right.
But that was the beautiful part for me, was just like Chappelle came, Chappelle is at the intersection of white trans racism. Because it's hard for me to separate LGBTQ issues between black issues, because I'm thinking about black issues, black gays. Anytime I've been in any type of conversation or struggle, it was always a black gay that was into it, right? So I'm like, damn, bro, you black and you gay. So now you have issues with racism, and you also have issues with homophobia. So how can I help you? Be less homophobic for me? Bet. I got you. I ain't tripping on that. I ain't tripping on none of what you're talking about with your sexuality. I'm with you. As a person, I'm with you. So it was beautiful for me to just be like, to just watch. But it was also, this is what I attributed to. Well, matter of fact, this is a question I have for y'all. If everything was equal, so there was no such thing as systemic racism, systemic homophobia, systemic whatever, if everything was equal, if there was no such thing as systemic homophobia, would those jokes be okay? If there was no such thing as homophobia, would you still laugh?
A joke is a joke.
A joke is a joke.
My thing is, like, oppression is oppression, no matter the person, race, creed, or religion.
So is that easy for us to say? Because I'm not gay. I don't deal with gay issues. I can only empathize and sympathize.
Okay. So we talk about being black and when we drive. We just had an episode where we was talking about being black and getting pulled over and having to de-escalate the situation.
Yeah. When we get pulled over, we cops.
So think about being gay and being out in public and having to de-escalate the situation with people, not even by the
with
cops,
straight people, right?
With straight people,
with people that look like you.
And there's way more straight people than cops,
right? That's a good point.
See what I'm saying? Yeah. So like they still go. Oppression is oppression, bro. You know what I'm saying? The definition don't change just because of your race.
So have you pulled back? Because we roast people. That's we've exposed.
I've roast plenty of gay people
all the time, and it was never malicious.
Nah.
So okay. So this let me say this. You know what Chappelle's reminds me of is. We've roasted people. Have you ever roasted somebody who didn't roast back and got mad when you roasted them? That's who I think Chappelle is picking on, because he's like. So this is the thing: when you roast somebody and they go to the principal and try to get you suspended, and then you like, damn, bro, I was just fucking with you. Like I ain't mean that shit, bro. I was just fucking with you. But now you got me suspended. You try to get me suspended. So now I'm on your ass every time I see you. That's what I think Chappelle is dealing with. He's dealing with somebody who he was roasting. They didn't know. Because when you try to roast somebody who don't roast back, what they always say, oh, nigga, look at you. You talking about me, nigga, look at you. And you like, damn, bro, you ain't really coming with no shit. You just talking.
All right, I'm going to say some unpopular shit.
Yeah, go ahead.
From the Hispanic community, right?
Gotcha.
So last year, 2020 was a crazy year. But when George Floyd got shot, right, and killed, and it started that whole movement.
Right.
It brought it to prominence more than we've probably seen in a long, long time.
It's been a minute.
More to prominence than we've ever seen.
So
it changed sports.
That was my march from. I was at the march.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wallpaper. So it changed. It literally changed how we looked at that year. It started as a pandemic, ended as being educated racially,
right?
In a way, right?
Gotcha.
But for me, my biggest issue with the way my community looked at it, and I know I might get some shit for this, but when it was like,
get that shit.
When it was like, oh, some, not all, but some was like, oh, we're so invested in this whole George Floyd situation. What about the kids in the cages down south? So my thing was like, all right,
you can do both.
You can do both, but sometimes one thing takes a priority at that time.
Take person, sure.
Some shit way more than others.
Influence each other.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, let's take meaning away from this one situation to bring more attention to this other situation because we're more invested in this. Mm-hmm. But fuck that. Mm-hmm. Someone lost a fucking life. Those kids, they got more time. We can figure something out for them. They're still alive.
Yeah.
Someone just got shot. I mean, someone just got a knee to the fucking neck
and
killed in broad daylight
for
in front of everybody.
Well, the same white supremacy and lack of seeing a human is what got George Floyd killed. The same lack of seeing a human is what allows you to put
the kids
children
in cages
and foil paper.
You split not only that, but split them up from their family. Like imagine
mothers breastfeeding.
Yeah,
were split up.
So imagine
from their babies.
Imagine having kids right now. Your kids are older. My kids are older. Right. Imagine if they just took our kids and be like, y'all are in this holding cell. Your kids are in this fucking cage. And we talked about this shit. Your kids are in this cage wrapped up in fucking foil paper. Burrito paper.
Like a Chipotle burrito.
Yeah, bro. Like, what is the... That shit is a struggle is a struggle, bro.
So the church that me and my old lady go to, there was a meeting about going to the border. And we were going to go. And we went to... And it was basically like...
Predominantly
all black. She was the only Hispanic person in the whole group. It was all black people. Mm-hmm. So it was basically like, okay, if y'all want to go to the border, this is the bus route. This is the bus schedule. This is what you need to bring. They had white people come speak who actually been to the border because it's not just going to the border. It's also, they only give you a certain amount of time to talk to the people. So outside of that time, you can get socks, underwear. And one of the most important things that stuck with me was one of the white women who spoke was like, they don't even take adult underwear. They only allow you to take kids' underwear because they feel like adults can fend for themselves, but the kids can't.
What if that adult wear like an extra large?
Well, like an AT. Right.
All right, that shit was fucked up. What you saying?
No, but it's just...
I couldn't help it, dog. It was right. That nigga left it on the rim, dog. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah. But it was just... Right, pupusa. So it was just... It's like... It's all... When we at this black church, and we still dealing with... And Trump was in office. Mm-hmm. So, and the reason that we had to go down there was because... Yeah. T-Rump. C-Rump, right. So... We dealing with Trump in office, but we also dealing with goddamn shit. And the reason that the reason that she had to approach it to black people was she was saying like, yes, if y'all think it's only Hispanic people and you not empathetic to that, cool. But look at this picture. It's 85% Hispanic, and look at the other 15. They are all Haitian black people that look like you. So we can't separate the issues. We have to go down there. And this was around Thanksgiving, right? So we all so we trying to make a plan to go down there and fucking be down there for 3 days, bro. And so it's just where? At the border of the fucking the border crisis with them putting kids in cages, and we trying to go down there. We trying to make every concerted effort to get down there, and so it's just like. It's all connected, fam. And when you look at those pictures, when you look at a real picture, and you see Hondurans and you see Nicaraguans and you see El Salvadorians, but you also see South Africans. You also see Haitians. You also see. So it wasn't just a Trump saying, yeah, those Hispanics, man, they rapists and murderers. But you also calling, okay, are you calling everybody in that picture? Because there's black people in that picture too. So that's when you grow like, damn, bro. This shit is bigger than a color, bro. Like it
is, especially
not even to mention that Hispanics look from anywhere from Giselle Brady to Kid Cudi.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, and especially when the president is at a such a level.
Yeah,
those words can be affecting a whole completely different. Like it's one thing if Dave Chappelle says it.
Right.
It's a completely different thing when the president of the United States says it. You know? And that was my biggest issue with Trump. Right? All the presidents, they're going to say what they're going to say. They're going to do what they're going to do because they're all technically puppets. Right? When you say these certain things, you incite a certain feeling and a certain emotion out of people.
So now when we go down there as black people, we got to deal with racism, and we also got to deal with Hispanic shit. And it's just it was a fucked up feeling, bro. That was the most. I appreciated that feeling. I appreciated the fuck out of that feeling. Matter of fact, I was kind of upset with my old lady because we at an all black church, and she's the only Hispanic person that can actually speak from experience. So I'm kind of nudging her like, baby, she ain't from here. My old lady ain't been. She's not naturalized like that. So I'm like, hey, baby, go on talking. But she's
speak your shit. Talk your shit.
But she ain't doing it. So I'm
talk
like,
your shit.
Man,
hey, we need you right now. Talk your shit.
But you know how white people ask you to...
I understand.
They put black people on the spot and say, well, tell us about your experience. I was brought here as a 1-year-old, and I just imagine my mother and I being separated, because that's exactly the same thing that happened. You know, we crossed the border, and they gave my father asylum. They would not give me and my mother political asylum.
Right. Yeah.
Because technically,
my
father was being forced to either join the dictatorship army or the rebellion.
Right.
So he had no choice. In political terms, he qualified.
Right.
We did not.
Wow.
So what was your experience growing up? You grew up where you were born in Dallas, right?
Yeah. I grew up in Dallas.
Born and raised in Dallas.
So my dad, his story is a love story. So he came over here to prove to my mom's parents that he was worthy of her, and so he came over here, set up shop here in Dallas, and went back there like, hey, I have a house, I have everything situated,
and then they can give us to you.
Yeah, I want your daughter to be my wife type shit.
Hey man,
wow,
I need that
love story type shit.
I need
right?
Jay bought me a house.
Yeah, look at that.
That's crazy.
And so
I came to
acquiring us is recorded at the goddamn Lewis Parish, nigga.
I came to Ruston. I encountered your cousin and your brother in the midst of night when shit could have went left, but I was about that life. I was out here, USA. You can't stop me. It's a beautiful love story.
No, not yours. I'm talking
Remember when I moved that what's the couch that fold out into a bed? That futon.
They brought the futon out.
You feel me?
Hey, if you got a futon at college, nigga, you in there. It ain't nothing better than a futon puss in college. You gotta go ahead and get it, bro.
I don't know nothing about it, dog.
So we came to Dallas, Pleasant Grove specifically.
Greedy Grove.
And
you like, Pleasant Grove, that sounds pleasant.
Pleasantly Grove.
Until you get down
it's a
there.
grove and it's pleasant.
I can't think of nobody better than you. Like, this shit.
Nigga was like,
I need
Pleasant Grove, Frisco. Pleasant Grove.
Man, you ain't goddamn PG, nigga. Oh, nigga,
Pleasant Grove.
That shit is the most unpleasant area in America.
When they start saying 6'5" Grove Side, it's like, shit.
I ain't know shit about shit till I really had to start going around the hoods around Dallas.
Like
DFW.
when you hooping and the score is 6'5", and if someone says 6'5" Grove Side,
you gotta let it go.
Shit,
yeah.
What that mean?
Whatever.
Tell the audience what 6'5" Grove Side mean.
If you up 6'5" Grove Side and you from the Grove, you gotta say 6'5" Grove Side.
It's a must.
You a bitch.
Yeah. You a whole ass nigga.
Whole ass nigga ain't 6'5" Grove Side.
And he get your ass beat for not saying that.
Right. I'm pretty sure there's an affiliation to it that I am not affiliated
Imagine growing up and being an adult, and then like you have kids and having like grandkids, and you turn 65 and you don't say 6'5" gross side. Pussy ass nigga on here.
Hey, for your 61st birthday, bitch, you better say it.
Old ass pussy ass nigga ain't 65 gross side.
Surprise! How old are you, old pussy ass nigga? 65 gross side.
I'm glad you asked me the question though. It was unique in the sense that I didn't get to associate with many white people.
Yeah.
Right. So in Pleasant Grove, I went to just specific schools that was just predominantly Hispanic and black.
Can you take a picture of this?
Give me that book.
Listening,
give me that book right there. I want to take a picture like I'm reading that shit.
Right.
Because I can look at it like I'm on.
65 gross side.
Yeah,
give me that shit
for
like
65 gross side photo.
Here you go, right here. Look.
So and how would I put it? In middle school is when
Wait till his mouth stop moving.
All right.
I hate this nigga, dog. That's what they got.
So
okay.
So from a racial perspective, right? In middle school was completely opened my eyes to a lot of shit. So I think my mom and my dad did a good job kind of shielding me away from the harshness of certain things. But in middle school was different. In middle school, I had to go to this school called EB Comstock, which is literally in the fucking outskirts.
Comstock and Quint. You know this shit is.
Let me load my gun. God damn, I ain't got my gun.
So
you said suck my dick, bitch.
Suck my dick, bitch.
And so in this school, it was
bang.
Yeah. So for some reason, and from I went in there, I was associated with a gang because I grew up with them.
What gang was it?
ESH 13.
What this?
Eastside Homeboys 13. Whatever.
Y'all made that shit up?
They made that shit up. I just had to be a part of it.
How long was it made up before you joined?
I would say from like fucking 4th grade till my 8th grade. Until I got jumped.
Shit.
And then
So
I was officially out of that shit.
Okay.
I got jumped.
You got jumped in.
No, I got jumped because I was associated and I schooled this dude on the basketball court.
Right.
Anyway, so I'm gonna get to that.
Okay, you schooled me on the basketball court.
And I got my ass beat for that.
Because you was EH 14.
EH 13.
13.
Yeah. Eastside.
MS 13.
Not MS.
I'm just saying.
What MS mean?
That'll get me in trouble. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know.
Multiple sclerosis.
Mara Salvatrucha. Mara is gang. Salvatrucha is Salvadorian.
Gangs. Like, them niggas from. I know some Salvadorian niggas. Gang. You feel me?
Don't do that.
I don't want to. I don't want to act like I know.
I fuck with. I'm down with. I'm down with all my gang. Any niggas who gang related, I'm down with them niggas.
You know, Mara Salvatrucha members.
T.G.K does not approve this message.
I'm glad this ain't T.G.K. I'm glad this ain't.
Bloods and Crips are different. When you talk about MS-13,
you know what's crazy? So I used to work. This is a real.
We're not
story.
doing it.
Nah, we're gonna do this shit. This is a real story. This shit need to be told. I was in the store. Like, and it was a Hispanic cat came in the store. He tatted from head to toe. I'm talking about head to toe. And I work in a shoe store. The nigga fresh out of jail. Ain't nobody in the store helping this nigga. I'm a salesperson. I'm trying to get the money because
we're not getting to the money.
No, hold on. Every dollar that I get is a dollar
all this shit,
in my motherfucking. Okay. You know what? I know he lying because he don't never edit. nigga edit like the first 15 minutes. The rest gon' fly. So dude came in, bro. He stupid tatted head to toe. Ain't nobody helping, buddy. I walk up to him like, say, nah, it ain't nothing bad. I walk up to it, I'm like, what's good, bro? What you looking for? He's like, man, I'm just looking for this XYZ in the third. Niggas in the head said, like, you gonna help this nigga? I'm like, why not? Because this shit all tied back into the shit, bro.
Right.
We talking about like this nigga tatted head to toe, Hispanic dude.
He ain't no different than nobody else we know.
Cause he got money. He got money to spend. He got money. He tatted all his face and everything. I walked up. What's up? What you look for? I just got out.
Right.
I got out 3 days ago.
3 days ago. I need some shoes.
I'm like, what you looking for? Where we going? I done walked this man through He with his folks. So I done walked this nigga through the whole shoe wall. He done bought like 5 pair of shoes.
Right.
I done walked him to the Jordan. I'm talking about 5 pair of Jordans.
Right.
I done walked him through the Jordan fleece wall. Everything that's out, he got it. We walked to the register. I done got them hats, buy one, get one free socks.
Right.
All that shit. I done got this nigga straight. He damned me down before I left.
He ain't been showing love like that since goddamn
1997.
Right.
Goddamn. Shit.
Since Mac went in.
Walking through the register. He done did all he needed to do. Total come out to like $1,500.
For real?
I'm looking at this nigga like, damn. It's crazy.
All cash.
Man,
He
he came out that bitch with straight cash.
Straight cash, huh?
His people walked up straight cash. But you know what? He damned me down.
Why are you laughing?
He had been in jail.
She's
outraged. When you in
outraged.
jail, like the shit, the rules changed.
Right.
He dabbed me down. He was like, bro, I'm gonna come back and holler at you. And after that point, me and him, ever since, he will come in the store. If he ain't see me in there, he wouldn't even buy shit.
Damn.
He wouldn't even buy shit. He'd be like,
oh shit, no.
Say I'm not there on Tuesday. He come back Thursday. He be like, bro, I came in Tuesday. You wasn't here, so I ain't fuck with shit.
Right.
I ain't asked nobody for shit because you wasn't here. Thursday
That's
he came
stable.
back, spent another $500, $600, $700. You know what I'm saying?
From experience, if I never knew him and I walked into a shoe store, I'd fucking buy shoes from him.
Of course.
This motherfucker is so convincing. You be like, man, I'm looking for this side. All right, I got you.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you got? All right, shit, cool.
See that? So that's part of the reason why I think like corporate America should be changed to nigga corporate America because corporate America, white corporate America requires us to tuck our shirt in, wear
Not have tattoos.
Yeah. Can't have tattoo. Wear our hair a certain way.
Can't wear your
No
hair.
beard. Don't have piercings.
Work be boring as fuck.
Your beard can't be too far.
You can't trim your shit.
Yeah,
Nigga, I
can't have long hair. Can't have a man
nigga,
bun.
none of that. I
They
got
start
the
looking
man-
at you differently.
okay, you got the man
professionally,
bun.
You know?
I was 29 and I did an audition. I did a job interview for an energy company. I was
a nigga did an audition for energy.
It's pretty much what it was.
American's Idol.
But I did
Put out jeans.
I did an interview for an energy company. I had locks, but I'm dressed nice. I ain't stupid.
That shit don't mean nothing.
And so the whole interview, this white dude is the regional manager, right? So he interviewing me for the account manager. Starting at 65,000 hourly. I know I got the job because we ain't even interviewing. We talking about sports during the whole interview, and I'm making him super comfortable. I get a call on the phone. Was like, "Hey man, we love you. We want you to join our company, but you have to cut your hair." But can't do it.
Can't do it, bro.
Can't do it.
You ask me too much.
You can't do it.
That's what the Acquiring Us podcast is for, though. For like the people who, when y'all go on the fucking interviews and they want to look at y'all and tell y'all need to cut y'all hair or nigga.
Now, mind you, this is the thing.
I definitely want to add to this because I got to speak to it.
So I'm gonna add another layer of context.
Hey, unfold.
The job that I was at, I hated. The job that I was at, I hated. I would have did anything to leave the job that I was at. And so, matter of fact, it was so bad. I called my wife one time, like, "Baby, would you be mad if I just quit in the parking lot?" Like, I hate.
What she said?
She said quit. But
she always
down for the shits.
Bartender
down for the shits.
Bartender and sniper. That's why this podcast gonna take. It ain't
bartender drop.
It ain't because of us. It's gonna be because of bartender and sniper. It ain't because of us. It ain't shit we do.
And I let my old lady hear the voicemail that the dude left. He was like, "Hey, we love you, but you got to cut your hair." And now this is starting at 65,000 with the potential to make 80, right? Because I'm looking because the place that I'm at, I ain't making close to that. And it's like, and I hate the place that I'm at.
Would you kill the world to sacrifice yourself?
Right. And I hate the place that I'm at. So it should be an easy decision with cut your hair, play the game, but I couldn't do it.
It's your whole
so it's like you make less money. I can make less money being me, or make more money being them.
I chose what you got.
Let me talk right. Yeah, I'll get back to the middle school story.
Yeah,
right?
Talk your shit.
Middle school.
I ain't forgetting that story. But with the hair shit, professionals, right? I literally just got off an appeal call from my unemployment shit, right? The same individual, when I had long hair back then, I had a job, $65,000. Right.
Oh shit! See how this shit tied in?
To get to the next level, which is a regional position where you're over more people.
You can
80,000, 75,000.
We're talking like 120.
You make one. You can just
I would have cut my pubes off.
Right. Yeah, I would have cut my eyelashes off. 120.
I'm talking 80.
So I come
120, but I cut my daughter's hair off. For
I come in that bitch like this. I cut my eyelids off, bitch. What are you talking about?
So
120.
Look.
Talk your shit.
What are you talking about?
I was like, it was insinuated because she comes in my office and she's like, that man bun. That's all she said. That's all I had to know when she said it.
My old lady made me grow a man bun.
When she said it, I was like, I'll cut this shit. Guess what I did? I cut it. Because I'm like, fuck it. I provide not only for myself, but for my dad,
for other people.
All that.
It's a man bun.
At that time, like,
I need to cut it anyway.
Like, let me cut it. I got a video on it. You can check it out on T.G.K.
It was shit about
shameless
man,
plug. Shameless
fuck
plug.
about this goddamn
bitch. I cut this
whopper bun.
So here's the thing: when I don't have a degree, right? But I have enough years in the business of plasma that equates to more than that shit.
And you know what's crazy? People always tell you that shit, that the degree
is
really
hold you back.
Nah, but that shit does not.
It doesn't.
It don't.
It shouldn't.
It's not the equivalent of fucking the time that you put in.
Right.
Your experience. Experience is here.
Trumps that shit.
You feel me?
They
won't tell you that shit.
In a specific industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I cut the hair.
She ain't got a degree, but I'll cut your goddamn shit off.
I ain't shit in there, dog. What you doing, dog?
I drank it off, but you.
So as soon as I cut the hair off, guess what they did? As soon as I cut the hair off, guess what they did? They moved the goalpost.
Yeah, of course.
Like, can you go to
White
a different?
Don't do this.
Can you go to a different center and install these systems that you installed? So I go to a different center, install the systems that I installed, and I'm like, all right, what's going to hold me back from this position? Guess what they said? They're like, well, now you got to develop someone in your position to work like you.
Take your position.
No, to work like you and to turn their center around through you.
Bitch.
Every time I got to that position to get that big time payday, they moved the fucking goalpost.
Dog, if you
so
can't,
at the end of the day, just be you.
If you can't kick a 60,
white people own goalposts.
What Justin Tucker just kicked, the 65-yard field. If you can't kick no 68-yard field goal, man, stop trying to plead these white folks.
White people own the goalposts.
That niggas, hey, I don't give a fuck what it is.
And it's the fucked up thing about it.
It ain't even a 9 to 5 only. Like, it's whatever it is, bro. Them niggas gonna move the goalposts.
And when it's salary, it's personal time. It's not hourly. Like
so salary overrated. That shit really overrated.
I was hourly, then I got salary, and I figured out salary wasn't some shit. I went back down to salary after salary.
You went to salary? This nigga making a turkey. What you doing? What you did?
Salary after salary. Hey, Allery is wearing.
My nigga said Allery.
When Allery introduced to
Allery. Get your goddamn Allery, nigga. Get your goddamn.
Subtract the S.
Hey, man.
Hey, you gotta take that S off that salary.
When white people say salary, nigga, bring your goddamn.
Why this nigga got this bottle like this? Hey, you imposing this fuck right now.
Man,
nigga, put that goddamn bottle down, nigga.
Hey, man, get your goddamn Alleries up, nigga.
Alleries and calories.
Hey, high Allery calories, nigga. Get them shits up. But it's just, bro. It's all the fucking.
My nigga drunk, dog.
That's fuck.
At the end, it make good content.
Let me get my middle school story off.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Man.
Go ahead.
I do have to be somewhere at 10.
You ain't gotta be nowhere, but go ahead.
I do, but due to our miscommunication, I had to, I planned some shit.
Okay, go ahead. Get your
anyway. So,
she drinking that slut juice.
Who? Both of them drinking that shit.
So the question y'all posed to me, right? Mm-hmm. What was my upbringing in Dallas, racially, right? I didn't get an experience until middle school. So in middle school, I'm part of this quote unquote.
But hold on, what was your initial? We got to go back to it. Your initial was black Hispanic?
It was just black Hispanic.
Okay.
All I knew, and I only had one white neighbor. That was
okay, middle school was what?
Middle school was predominantly black and Hispanic.
Black and Hispanic.
They're literally probably 45 and 45%, and the other 10% was white. You know, so this when I experienced what I experienced was so could have fucked up the way I looked at things, but I didn't allow it, even as a fucking 13, 14-year-old.
Right.
So I'm playing basketball. I got the Amari Stoudemires.
You play basketball?
I don't play basketball.
What you play? What position?
Nah, I was just fucking hooping.
Yeah, just hoop.
Street hooper, right? I had the Amari Stoudemire. Shout out to my cousin Santos. He hooked him up at that time. Amari Stoudemire in 2001, 2002.
That's a big deal.
That's a big deal.
You probably shouldn't have had them hoes on, but
I'm glad you said, because they're like, the only reason you shooting good because it's fucking shoes. I was like, nah, I take them off and I still shoot good, right? So we playing this game, Call Out. I don't know if y'all play Call Out.
I never play Call Out.
When you're under the basket, you pass it to someone. They got to
come out and defend.
Yeah.
I got it.
So we're doing that. We get to the last two people. It's me and literally the best hooper in the whole fucking school.
Right. What was his name?
I don't fucking know. All I know is he knocked me the fuck out.
You got with jump shots or fist?
Fist. I'm gonna get to that point.
Okay.
So I throw the ball at him, and instead it
probably was Jamar.
It's something name with Jamar. Probably something with Jamar. Right. That one clicks immediately.
DeMarcus. Go DeMarcus. Really racial name.
Go DeMarcus. Go. Anyway, so I passed the ball to him, and he saw me. I just took out his friend on the previous shot. Right. He launches the ball in my head, hits me right in the fucking head. The ball rolls down the half court. Wherever you get it, you have to
that's where you start.
Gotta let it go from there.
Right.
So I go to half court.
Play ball. No,
you gotta shoot from there.
Okay.
And at this time, it's at the end of PE.
Right.
So everybody's inside.
Everybody ready to go
watching.
Right.
I get the ball.
Man.
He comes at me. I let it go from half. Hits me. I fall on the ground. I'm watching this shit go in. And it goes in.
It go in.
The whole fucking gym.
That nigga beat the fucking break shoot.
You just beat the best nigga in school.
He beat the fuck.
I just scored on him from half court. Half court.
What was the nigga that Will Smith beat in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
I forgot that nigga. Hey, he probably hit this nigga everywhere but under his feet for doing that shit.
Gotcha. So the bell rings. We're walking out. And this is an old school. This is in Pleasant Grove. Right. You know the old schools that have the heaters inside the walls?
True.
Sticking out?
No, we don't know nothing about that shit. We went to school with asbestos in it.
All right, so I was a little privileged. We
both got mesothelioma.
Yeah. my blood and my veins thick as shit right now. See, look at my legs.
So I'm walking down this hall, and he comes up to me like, "Yo, I heard you down with ESH."
Oh shit!
"Quote unquote the gang."
Oh shit!
And I was like,
"East Side Hispanics."
Throw your shit up. ESH.
Yeah, I ain't finna do all that.
Nah, it was cool.
So he.
I don't do that, man. Ain't gonna get that shot, man. We represent everybody.
You'll zoom in on the edit just right here.
It's all love, man. And we don't do that, man. Hammer acquired nuts is political. We
he's like, I heard you down with ESH, and I'm like,
acquired nuts, bitch. What's up?
Hey, man.
Look at that shit. Acquired nuts.
I'm not my brother's keeper.
Hey, look. Acquired nuts?
No, we're not doing it.
Okay, what's up?
So he asked me that, and I'm like, nah, I'm just cool with them, but this and that. I didn't even get to the ending of what I just said.
You didn't get to say them.
Stole on it.
Stole it right here.
Right there.
I go straight to the fucking heater.
Kind of like that fist on Jay Necklace. Right. Look how it's leaning.
And I hit the heater.
Black power, man. We're not down with this
black?
That we talking about.
Black dude. And I hit the heater on the side. It's a big ass heater. I hit first.
Whose side am I on?
Deontay Wilder.
To this day. Anyway, so the principal is like, call your dad in. The next day, I'm all bruised up. My whole fucking face fucked up. He's like, you want to press charges? I'm like, no.
How big was his fist?
I don't know, but it left my whole side of my face bruised. It was right. But the end of the school, I'm not going to say I was the reason for this, but I didn't even know there was racial tension between Hispanics.
You started a goddamn race war.
Nah, I didn't. I didn't even know that was
I can tell by your beard you started a race war. That's a race war beard.
Damn, I didn't even know.
And you got a big polo shirt. You got a big polo man.
We coming off of 9/11.
That's just how... This is
2001.
2001.
This is exactly how racial tension started right here. Look at this shit.
2001, I was in college.
So I'm coming off of 9/11, right? I'm becoming infatuated with the game of basketball. Right. I get my ass knocked out for hooping and being.
Did you go to sleep?
Man, I'm knocked out. You go to sleep anyway. So I didn't know there was a racial tension going on.
Right.
Dang. At the end of the fucking year, there was this whole Hispanics, blacks that was going to fight each other outside of school, and we're right beside a police department. Mm-hmm. This fight is about to get started. Fucking 20 cars, cop cars, pull up and they stop the whole fucking thing.
So ain't nothing go down.
No, it went down, but
it was just a whole bunch of like, motherfucker, I goddamn beat your motherfucking ass on whole ass nigga, and you was like,
no, I didn't want to associate with that.
If you cut this fucking
that to give you out like the insight, that was my first experience behind anything racial, and so for me, it could have went the other way, misconstrued the way I looked at shit. But then I looked at it, I was like, why are we fighting each other? Well, what's the misunderstanding?
What age was it? 13?
13, 14,
you said that 12. Shit at 13?
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
And I never understood why.
You know what my first racial issue was?
What's up?
I was in Walmart. You remember like how they had the basketball go? Yeah. Everything started at Walmart. Mm-hmm. Now the basketball goes at Walmart, like on display, they got like the real life basketball goes. Mm-hmm. They got shot that shit, and that shit went over the top. That shit hit the fucking back iron and popped over on the other side. And this white lady was like, "You lucky that ain't hit me." And I was like, "Nigga, fuck you." Nigga, my daddy right over there. And if you know my daddy, bro, my daddy about that. And my daddy about that action, dog. I like say, hey, my dad, nigga, fuck you, nigga. You got all that shit, nigga. Make America great again, old whole ass nigga. Nigga, I went off, dog. So, nigga, you know, that was my first real. It was some racist shit. It was in West Monroe, Walmart.
It's always West Monroe.
And they was like, you know what I'm saying? And they went like that. And my bad, I ain't meant to slap the mic. But that was my first real, and I probably was like 9 years old. Like, it was real. I felt that shit, and I was like 9. And ever since then, I've been like, hey, more of the story, you got to shoot that shit and make all net.
Gotcha. So this question. So I moving on with the pod. Hold on. What's the question? Okay.
My nigga got 1 minute before we get out.
No. So, who do you think will make the first COVID-19 movie?
Who? When you say who?
Like who or how or when?
Besides me?
Besides you,
I would love to shoot that shit, but
that shit. You ain't know that shit.
The first real like COVID-19
depiction of.
Oh, you ain't know that shit been made already.
But I'm saying like is
like one that's gonna be entertaining that fucking is good.
What's the one movie when the chick got the damn disease and Outbreak, the first COVID-19 movie. That shit was in Asia.
But okay, so this the reason why I asked.
Oh, girl was cheating too. She was cheating. She was cheating COVID-19. On
yeah.
Brought that shit back to the U.S.
Right.
That shit like an STD.
COVID is an STD.
It's.
I rather have.
I got that shit. So
you was having sex.
I cannot confirm.
What about Amber?
All right, it's time to go, guys. Appreciate being on this podcast.
And start snitching.
Right. Nah, I mean, it's all good. Like,
it's shit funny, though.
Did I ever tell you the story about the park situation?
No, you didn't.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, go on.
I'm ashamed of it.
Go ahead and say this shit. Go ahead. Talk and we can get off this shit.
All right, well, I'll say this.
Hey, you got to end this shit on a high note.
All right, so we're working at
Sports. 30 minutes.
We're at Sports Authority. Okay. Right? This is where we first met.
Gotcha.
There's a girl named Amber. She sees this shit. I don't give a shit at this point. Like, it is what it is. I like this girl. Genuinely. Liked her. I don't know why. I did. So we're at Duke's warehouse in fucking Addison. So Midway.
You can tell what she is by now, right?
Right. She's a white girl. Yeah. So we in that bitch, right?
White girls are necessary for your learning experience.
It is very.
Right. Yeah. It's you need a white girl every now and then. Yeah. I've never been with one.
That nigga never say he never been with one, but they necessary.
I never been with one. I've never been with a white. If a white girl might expose me, be like, "Hey, nigga, I was white," but I didn't know it.
And he know I was white. But go ahead, finish that shit. Y'all at Duke's.
So we at Duke's. Long story short, she's like actively hollering at other dudes, right? And I'm in there like, bitch, I'm the main one that we talking. And it's at that point, at that age, I was about like, what the fuck I was? 20. I was about 20 years old.
Can I pause you right there?
Go ahead, pause.
How do you deal with a woman that you like? You young, 20, 21, 22, 19. How do you deal with a woman that you like, and she likes you, but she's also entertaining other dudes?
This is where that story's going.
Okay, because it's I don't know. It's heartbreaking for a young king like myself. It's just like, bitch, I'm him.
We get to the story. This is where
Did you say you was young? Get the fuck out of here.
So we get to this. We get into this story, right? 20 years old. No, about 20, 21. I definitely got to be 21 to be in this fucking bar, right?
Right.
So she's talking to these other dudes. And I'm seeing this shit. And I'm eating it up. Like, I got to be in my corner because I ain't trying to act out. That's one thing I was.
And that's the thing is like you
have to compose yourself.
You have to compose yourself
to not act out. And that was one thing I learned immediately like, in that situation. Like, I'm not finna go up there and stop this conversation, even though we're not a thing necessarily officially.
I had this girl that I had a crush on, and she invited me to this club, and I go to the club because she invited me, and she was dancing with other niggas. I'm like, man, what the fuck? Why would you invite me to this shit? Ever go ahead? I'm sorry.
So, the long story short, we get in the car, and I'm taking her back to her place. We park near a park that's inside of the apartment complex,
like a playground,
right? And so we go out there and we talking and we still acting like as if she wasn't fucking hollering at other dudes. But the thing was, now this is back then.
But you gotta play it cool because you gotta act like,
bro. I did
gotta act like you don't give a fuck.
I did everything as much as possible to play cool. I didn't even know I was doing it.
Right.
I was just like subconsciously doing it.
Right.
So for some reason her phone was just out and about, and I see these text messages coming in and out.
Like bloop. Bloop,
these dudes like, so when am I gonna see you? Damn, it was good seeing you tonight. And I was like, all right, bet. She's on the outside on the playground throwing up.
Right.
Got her phone, got her bag, threw it out the car, turned my car on, reversed out of there, let the ass out the park.
Now wait a minute now.
Wait a minute.
Say one more time. You let the ass out the car.
I left the ass at the park.
At the park. Who you left at the park?
Amber.
So now
I remember that story.
Wait a minute. So I understand why you did that.
I was there.
Right.
Wow. So y'all left her.
I wasn't there, but I was there when he told the story.
Oh, okay.
Because I understand why you did that because
I was disrespected.
So this
or I thought I was. It got to a certain point where I couldn't take much more disrespect.
This is what I've learned about male ego. Our ego ain't
fragile.
Shit.
This shit fragile.
It's fragile as fuck.
Don't say that shit though. Women can't say male ego fragile.
If women had the same
that ego, hurt when you said
it. Nah, we'd get more.
Nah, if women had the same ego we had, we would get. See, you would only get the pussy that you work hard for.
And that,
how many? Because I've got a lot of pussy that I ain't work hard for.
Layups.
Yeah.
Layup line.
You know, when you care less,
you get more. Right. Yeah.
Layup line.
I don't know what it is.
Layup line vagina.
It's like Lucas shooting a step back.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell this story. Reg ain't gonna like this.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna tell it.
Hey,
this
been a Required No podcast episode number 11.
I'm gonna fucking tell it. I'm gonna goddamn tell it because I know the women who. On the other side of this, they watching it.
Say no names,
I'm not, because everybody married and they got children. They sons, matter of fact,
the niggas don't know how. Hey, niggas don't.
We go back.
And me and Jay for lifers.
Lifers.
we
are lifers. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
So
does Acquired Nuts need a Blue Chew sponsor?
We definitely go get the Blue Chew.
.com.
We definitely get the Blue Chew. We definitely get the Blue Chew. But I think what I have to be careful with about the Blue Chew
hold on,
is
before you take it. What you gotta be careful with.
is that you outperform your regular self. That's what I'm afraid of. Mm-hmm. I don't want to beat the pussy up on a Bluetooth and she like, can you give me the dick from Tuesday? Bitch, I was on a performance enhancement drug. That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
Do you learn more from bad performances or good performances?
At this point, at 38, I don't give a shit about nothing.
You how old, Mario?
Yeah,
I'm young.
Bro. Shit about
when
nothing.
you got about
88 or 89.
89.
You got about 3 more years.
You almost a 90s baby.
You got 3 more years, and then your dick gonna hold up a white flag, and you gotta kind of listen to that shit. But you're not gonna listen to it, so you gonna keep going.
Shit.
But if the more you keep going, and that dick hold up the white, it's taking away life out of your body. Just letting you know. You remember that movie? What was the movie when the kids reach a certain age, they got superpowers?
Oh yeah, Project X. No, not Project X.
That's the part of
That's
the movie.
the part of
But you can fuck.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, I thought that was Karate Kid or something.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! Let's take this shot before we go out of here.
I'm not taking one more shot.
No, one more shot, bro.
I'm not doing this.
Come on, bro. One more shot.
Dog.
And it's that straight drop.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Project Enter Crew, T.G.K. Acquire nuts.
bro, you gotta take that shot.
I'm not doing this.
G, make that nigga take that shot.
I'm not doing this.
That's that pickle juice.
You don't have to go nowhere. No,
I'm not
the more
doing it.
alcohol he drinks, the longer I can't.
The dick that I have right now, I have plans in my head. I got a game plan. You know when they talk like football coaches have a game plan, like I have scripted plays. Mm-hmm. I got scripted plays right now. If I take one more shot, it's no. I'm
Pour me some in my cup and we'll just split it.
No, take your shot.
We'll split.
No, take your shot, bro.
This nigga
I'm
on.
pour this right here.
This ain't my cup, dog.
Take your shot,
dog.
bro.
I can't even do that. I
No,
gotta
take
go
your
places.
shot.
I
Yeah,
gotta
You
drive.
gotta drive, bro.
I gotta drive.
Nigga
Hit that red one for me, bro.
Oh,
You shut your lying nigga lips up!
And I started thinking to myself,
Sad nigga.
man,
Hey, you set your
You
line
shut
nigga
your
lips up.
lying
them
nigga
niggas
lips
that
up!
bad.
All right, guys.
Why are you laughing?
This was
She's
amazing.
outraged.
Y'all keep doing y'all fucking thing, bro.
thank you, brother.
Y'all keep doing y'all fucking
Thank
thing.
you, man.
But your boy T.G.K, I enjoyed this shit. Love y'all, man.
Love you too, bro.
Do I do the outro for y'all?
No, it's,
All right,
it's
y'all
fine.
No, you do your outro. Do your
Y'all want me to do it for y'all?
Yeah, do it. Go
Do
ahead.
your outro.
It's been the Acquire Nuts, T.G.K. We in this fucking building. Hope y'all enjoyed that episode. We gonna catch y'all motherfuckers on the next one.
Why you got to say nasty shit, Ray? Oh, I'm a nasty motherfucker.
That wasn't even my soundbite, but